Hello and welcome to episode 20 of my Manchester Central series. I'm Bood FM, and as always, thanks for joining me. I really do appreciate it, mainly because I've been off for nearly 2 weeks with all my technical issues, so I don't think anyone unsubscribed. So I just want to thank all you guys, especially for sticking around, for all the support you gave me, all the nice comments on that last video that I made, just telling you about my issues. Fantastic. I got offered money, some of you guys offered me your computers. I mean, do you know what? That honestly was amazing. But I'm back. I've had a lot of issues with technology and files and hard drives. It's been a nightmare, and if I'm honest, it's not 100% perfect yet. I'm not where I want it to be, but I am dying to make a video. So here we are, and it's the start of a brand new season now. You might remember what happened in the last episode, the last proper episode, the scandal episode. I won't go over it. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. But you know, it's not going to be easy this year. Bit of a challenge. So we're going to start this episode off. We're going to have a look at the pre-season, look at a few bits of news, and we're going to kick off the very first game of our new Premier League campaign away at West Brom. I just can't wait to get stuck in. While you're here, smash that like button. If you are new, feel free to subscribe. Go and check out the rest of my videos, and make sure you hit that bell, and you'll never miss an episode. And you don't want to miss this one. Let's get into it. So we're going to start with pre-season. In the last episode, I had played one game and I told you about that. That was against Stockport County, who we beat 3-0 at Edgeley Park. After that, we played the second ever Central Super Cup. Boca, Leipzig and Marseille came. 1-2, drew 1. We won that. So we won a trophy. I mean, I've made it up, but at least it's a trophy. Still got some silverware. After that, we went on a one-game tour, basically to play Shandong, who are an affiliate club of ours in China, and then went straight from China to America, where we played a 4-game tour. We played Indy, Atlanta, our other affiliate Minnesota, and then we finished off in New York playing the Cosmos. Great pre-season. I got to use the whole squad. Some of the young players did okay, some were so-so. So we're going to have to wait and see how they do this year, but I am just looking forward to it. Now, we did touch on this in the last episode as well, but we are predicted to be 4th. Right, so the computer knows we've still got the quality, or a good enough quality to compete this year, but I think I can do better. I think we can challenge again, and that's what we're going to be aiming for, and I'm excited. But what do the board want us to do? Well, happily, they don't want us to win the league. I was a bit worried about that, because there's a lot of pressure, especially when you sell 8 first-team players and promote kids to replace them. They just want us to qualify for the Champions League, so they're being a bit realistic, so I think that's possible. The Champions League as well, they just want us to get to the quarter-final. So even though we were last year's runners-up, they just want the quarters. I'm happy with that. FA Cup semi-final might be a tough one, and they're not bothered about the League Cup, and neither am I. That's going to be a kids' tournament. But one thing I am worried about, and I did mention this as well, is my contract. Now, in the last episode, it was just after the Stockport game, I asked for a contract, and he said no, he wasn't happy with my performance. And you'll see here, it finishes at the end of the season. And I played pre-season. We've had really good games, not lost a game. And I asked for it again, and he again said no. Mr. Maguire said no. So I am a bit panicky, because if we don't go on a good run, they're not going to offer me a deal. And they usually offer you one about November, don't they? October, November. They get a good few months in, and they'll offer you a contract, usually before Christmas. So if we get to Christmas, New Year, and they haven't offered me one, and they won't give me one, this might be the last season at Manchester Central. Now, one issue we do have, and it's our only issue when it comes to player injuries, is James Maturana. He's our world-class left-back, and he could be out for 3 weeks. Damaged his heel, twisted his ankle, whatever it is, in pre-season. It's one of them. I'm not 100% confident he's back up, but Colorado can play at left-back. Bas Van Loon is a left back who I'm trying to make a centre half as well. So we've got cover. He's one of my best players, and I don't really need any of my best players injured. And if we look at the squad arranged by ability, we'll see that, you know, we've still got a lot of quality in this team. Lammers, Maturana, the General, Colorado, Santa Cruz, Squitini, O'Donnell, Chalky, Shelley, Moss. You know, my first team 11 is brilliant. And even the youngsters, they've got some potential. Some haven't, some have. If we change the age here, you'll see we've got 3 17-year-olds. Now, Baby Hulk got a big future, good forward. My 2 fullbacks are a bit so-so. but they are only 17, they could improve. We've got a couple of 19-year-olds, 4 actually, Richard, Francis, Finney and Buljan. High hopes for that kid, I tell you. And then we've got Ronnie, obviously, who's in the squad last year, got Baz Van Loon, he's 20, and Marcio JAYCEE, who I have got mega high hopes for. Now I did mention he's a right winger, but I was thinking of maybe putting him on the left sometimes as an inside forward so he can cut in on his right foot. And I did that in pre-season, and the 2 times I did it was in America and he got man of the match. I'm not saying it's always going to work, it's different in the Premier League, but it's made me feel a bit more positive. Right, on to the dynamics. I'm not going to look at it all, I just want to mention 2 things. Firstly, I love that, the fact that the majority of the squad are friends and they go out together and they probably have barbecues and play online Fortnite against each other and FIFA, a bit of John Madden maybe, and we need that. A lot of the kids are in there as well. Buljan's at the bottom, but he's basically a new player. He was out on loan last year. I signed him and loaned him out. And then you've got 3 lads down there who are so-so. Lammers and Maturana are there, I think, because they both wanted to leave to go to Paris Saint-Germain. Paris put big bids in for them and I turned them down. So they're just a bit, I reckon the rest of the lads have probably thought, do you know what, lads, we're in this together. Crack on, stop moaning and let's just play some football for Manchester Central. So that's what I'm thinking there. That's what I'm saying anyway. Also, a few of them, and I like this to be fair, 2 of them, was it Shelley and someone else said, they were a bit worried about the quality or they might want to play with better quality players. And you get a lot of options now, which are brilliant really, to talk to your players. And one of the options was, we've got some fantastic youth players, let's give them a chance. And they were happy with that. I was buzzing, I'll be honest with you. And I like that part of the game, I love this part of the game. I want more options to speak to my players. Now there has been some changes on my staff and I'll show you my staff quickly in a minute, but there's 2 main changes and I threatened them with this at the start of last year, and it's my youth team managers. Now I hadn't really looked at this for a while, and Chris Brindley was my under-18s manager. He's 62, fair play to him, he's got the Wolves under-23 manager's job. He's great with kids. I mean, he was in the job, right? Wow, for 14 years. He's been my under-18s manager for the entirety of this series. But he could have done so much better. I just wasn't happy with him. Now I know he's probably not much better, but I think his all-round game's better. And he's young and he's hungry, and I just wanted to freshen it up. I think sometimes people can get stuck in the ways, so I wanted to change. Now this was my under-23 manager. He was a coach for the under-18s for a couple of years, and then he's just spent the last decade as my under-23 manager. He's not in a job anymore, he's now a coach again. Maybe because he's not actually a manager, it didn't really work out. I think it's one of them where I'll give him the job when I needed to give someone a job back in the early days, and I forgot about it. And I'm usually good at this stuff. I've just left him to it, giving him a chance, hoping he'd grow, but he didn't. So I've replaced him with this fella, Hans Wolf. Check him out. Now this guy, I think, is good enough to be a manager. In fact, he has been a manager. He's been manager of Stuttgart, Mainz and Leverkusen. Spent the last few years as a coach at Gladbach. I had to pay him top dollar to change jobs. He wasn't interested in it until I offered him 43 grand a week. But I think he's brilliant. Honestly, I think he could be a manager. He's only 50 years old. So I'm expecting him to win some like youth Champions League, or at least a youth league. And if we look at my staff all together, you'll see we've got the best at everything now. I took a few out, sacked a few people, replaced a few people, made sure all the gaps were filled. I'm trying to use every angle I can since I can't sign any players for 12 months. So we are maxed out with staff. What am I doing with training? Yeah, I'm being boring. I'm just training them to defend. I think it works, so we're sticking with that. We're also sticking with the tactic. No need to change it. The version 3 works pretty well. You know, we ran for a quadruple at one point last year, and we only narrowly missed doing a treble, a domestic, well, Premier League, FA Cup semi, won it. We won the League Cup. Last game we lost the Premier League, and we lost the Champions League final. So there's nothing wrong with the tactic. We just need to not bottle it in the big games. Now this is my shortlist. It's empty, I know, and it's not empty because I can't sign anyone and I've given up. I'm starting from scratch. I'm going to spend the next 12 months scouring the world for some of the best players, not just young players, but really good players, because at the end of this year we're going to have a crap ton of money to spend. So my idea is there's probably 2 years left before FM19 comes out that I can push out his series. So this next series is going to be a challenge. We can't sign anyone. We've got a young squad. We'll see what we can do. But next year, I'm thinking I might go out in style. I might spend all my money on a couple of Galacticos and see if we can win the lot. That's the plan. So yeah, I'm going to be looking for some good players this year. So let's get on to today's live comp, and it is against West Brom. I know it's not the biggest game, it's not the most glamorous game, but I just wanted to show you the first game of the Premier League campaign, get stuck in, and then going forward, we're going to play big teams. I want all the big games, and there's going to be some crackingly, awesomely big games this year. I'll tell you more about that later. But yeah, today we're playing West Brom at the Hawthorns. They've got Danny Butterfield as the manager. A lot of regens we haven't got a clue about. They are predicted to finish third bottom, so they are predicted to get relegated. So today we need to be doing our job, and the bookies believe we should be doing a job here today as well. There's no other stats, obviously. The season's just started now. I'm looking forward to the season for a couple of reasons, really. One, Manchester United have sacked their manager and have now got Andre. Can you say that? I cannot say his name. Andre Breton-Reiter as their manager. Also, Arsenal sacked their manager. Arsenal played this morning against City and drew 2-2. Arsenal sacked their manager, and look who they brought in. JAYCEE freaking Mourinho. Hey? Oh, I'm buzzing. All the battles we had with Man United, all the battles we've had with Monaco, and now Arsenal games have just got good. Can't wait for that. Conte's still at City. What's his face? Van Bronckhorst is still at Chelsea. But Everton also sacked their manager because he won the league, didn't he? And then didn't get in the Champions League, I think. Well, they sacked him anyway. And look who they brought in. Carlo Ancelotti is still alive. Wow. So this year is going to be awesome.
Welcome to the Hawthorns, dude. Are you excited to start another Premier League season with Manchester Central?
Yeah, mate. I'm always excited. Can't wait. We've had a tough summer. I think everyone knows how tough it's been for everyone involved with the club. So it's just good to get back to football, start doing some talking on the pitch instead of the newspapers. So yeah, really excited.
With the obvious drop in quality after losing 8 players this off-season, do you believe your new youthful looking squad can win any trophies this year?
Look, Alan Hansen once said you can't win anything with kids, and so Alex Ferguson and Manchester United proved him wrong. I'm not saying we're going to win anything, but I think we can compete. I think we've still got a lot of quality, and I think some of my young players are very good, so it's just going to be a good chance for them to show that they are worthy of a chance. So I'm excited. I think we can do well.
Finally, after this summer's sex robot scandal, the order list along with many other documents have been released for public viewing. Now, some of the names on the list are no surprise: Chalky, Mark Shelley, DATGUY, JAYCEE, Kyle XFM and Larry Longshalong. But one of the names that shocked the fans the most was Lee the Buzzy B being on the list, most of all because he ordered the metal version of the doll and he'd requested an extra small and tight anus hole to be fitted. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, first I think I need to speak to Barbara, who works in the office upstairs, because she didn't tell me there was an extra tight anus hole. I like to be informed on everything, but you know, I know Lee well. He's been here a long time. He's a great mascot. I know he's happily married. He's got a lot of children. But whatever he wants to do in his own private time, if he wants to have sex with extra tight anus holes and male sex dolls, that's completely up to him. He can do whatever he wants, as long as he's on that sideline doing fist pumps and star jumps and supporting the boys. I don't care. Right, I've got a game to prepare for. Here we are with the team lineups live at the Hawthorns. I cannot wait. They're playing 4-4-2. We're playing a pretty strong team. I am going to play JAYCEE on the left. We'll see how it goes. Van Loon is going to be playing at left back. Apart from that, it's my number one team pretty much. And I'm excited. Are you excited? Have you missed it? I've missed it. Let's get chatting with the lads. Right, I'm going to stay calm. Now, I do what I do well. I'll be honest with you. I want to get a couple of goals and clean sheet. Because, you know, they're predicted to be relegated, and these are the teams we need to be bossing, building that confidence so when we play the big teams we can do well, because we might have the odd star player missing. But you know what, I'm so excited for this. It just makes it so much more fun, the fact that I've not got a whole squad of worldies. It excites me, and there's nothing better than getting a young player and seeing them come through. Best part of the game, because sometimes you need to give them a chance before you see them actually flourish. So I'm hoping for that this year. Anyway, we'll stay calm. I'm going to say we're the favourites. Go out there and perform. Here we go, coming out the tunnel. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It looks absolutely hammered here, doesn't it? Nice little stadium. Actually looks similar to the Hawthorns. I quite like the Hawthorns, me. It's one of them stadiums I've not been inside. I've seen it on the TV, but I've been outside it. I just like it. Got a bit of character to it. But I'm hoping to silence the crowd today. Manchester Central all the way. Early corner. It's not really happened. I have gone right into detail, obviously. All my young players are being tutored. I've gone through every single player. Oh, good shot. I've gone through every single player and adjusted what they're training on, just specific attributes. I can show you that in another episode. What else have I done? I think that might be it, really. Oh no, yeah, I made sure I've got all the right set piece takers, throwing takers, corner takers. You've got to try and make sure you go into all the fine detail, aren't you? Especially when you can't improve your squad. But I think we're good enough. Shelley. Right, let's show him some encouragement. Right, just clicked encourage. Santa Cruz edge at box. I wish he'd shoot it more. He gets it quite a lot on the edge of that box and messes about with it. I'd rather he just gets the ball and blasts it. Because I bet he'd score a few, you know. Put the ball on the floor, please. On the floor is the Amos. Fed it through to Shelley. Shelley to Maida. Oh, what a big season for Maida. He's a starter for the first time in his Central career. Come on. Yeah, so obviously my computer died. I managed to take some files off it. This save file, luckily, before it completely died. Now it won't even turn on, it's gone. This was my hard drive, it's external. It's got my wedding photos on it, holiday photos, all my baby photos of my son, everything. Everything we've ever done I put on this. Thinking it was safe. It was plugged in the laptop, so when the laptop crashed, that died, right? Tip for you. Took it to the shop, they wanted 250 quid to retrieve it, right? I went to another shop, they wanted 200 quid. I was like, I can't, I've just bought a new laptop. My wife's going to kill me, I've lost everything, right? I found a program online. Just wait 1 minute, come on, Maida. Oh, Maida's at the crossbar. I found a program online, scanned it, told me it could find everything and showed me everything. And then all I had to do is pay £60. And I've got it all back on another hard drive. 60 quid or 250. That to me is them just looking at people who are desperate, who don't know what they're doing, saying, oh, that's all your family photos. The only way you can get them back is if you pay me 250 quid. And I think that is a freaking joke. Anyway, we're winning 1-0. I'm happy. 5 minutes to go in the first half. West Brom, I think that's their first attack. I'm going to demand more. Oh, good tackle from behind. But you got to be careful with it, aren't you? Right, here's Lammers, absolute beast. Wanted to go to Paris Saint-Germain because he said they'll pay him more money. Turn, shoot. I want Shelley and May to stay fit. We'll be alright. Here's West Brom, one last attack at the end of the first half. Can they get a goal back? No. O'Donnell's like a wall. Right then, it's half time. Goals from Shelley and Maida. Shelley and Maida, if they can just stick together and not get injured, I think Maida's a great player. He's got great stats, great attributes. And I just think I reckon if he gets that good run, he'll do well. And I'm hoping they're going to be proud. I know it's only West Brom, but the signs are good. Now, I'm going to stay calm. I'm going to say that, don't let your levels drop. Bit of green. So yeah, if you're a YouTuber or anything like that, a streamer or whatever you do, one bit of advice is back up your backups. Back everything up. All your settings, this is where I've died, is all my settings for the recording software, editing software. All the little things I've done to my laptop to make it perform better. Good tackle. Lost all that. I've had to learn it. I know these things I've forgotten. So I just don't think this whole process is where I want it to be. I don't think like the green screen quality is right there yet. I don't think the quality, I just don't think it's there yet. I'm hoping just to get going. I feel like I spent the last 4 days trying to fine tune everything, get it back to normal. And I just want to make a video, so I'm hoping this is going to turn out okay. Here's Mark Shelley, pretty close. It's 2-0, aren't we? Let's go attacking. Let's go push forward. Let's try and chase. Oh, I can't. I want to try and chase that third goal, but I don't want to let in a goal. Corner here, Moss to take the corner. Give it to Santa Cruz again. Always gets in a box. Needs to do more with that. Maybe I need to look at doing something with corners. I might have talked about this in a previous episode. I used to have a good one about two games ago. And FM17, 18, I've not really even looked at it too much or really been able to get my head around it. I might do it for FM19. Right, making 3 changes, bringing Bamford on, Buljan and Ronnie. Give some of the youngsters a game. At 20 minutes to go, second half's been a bit dull. I'm not too fussed. I'll take a 2-0 all day long. Great start. Great result really, something to build on. Got a great young keeper, that Finney, the Scottish lad. I reckon he's Scotland's #1. Seriously, he's going to be a great keeper. Right, can we get another goal? I want another goal. Lammers to Ronnie, back to Lammers. Lammers brought down in the box, not a penalty, no. Oh, West Brom, long balled it then. Oh, they've got a goal, they've got themselves back into it. Did not expect that. I really reckon we can do well this year. I'm up for the challenge, man. It's a bit more exciting. Last year, I knew I had a full squad of quality. And we proved that by winning the League Cup with a reserve team. But here you go, we've got the 3 points. Happy, bloody days. Dominated the game. Probably should have scored more, but I'll take it. I'm also going to try and build. I'm not going to be passionate. I'm going to be calm. I'm going to say you played very well today. No, I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying that. God, there's some right ones. That was a real Jekyll and Hyde. Well, I'm just going to say well done. Some right crap there, wasn't there? Well done, boys. Here is the Premier League, and we're second, which ain't bad. There's still some games to play. Everton, Leicester playing later. There's probably games on Sunday as well. Arsenal City drawing has been a good result for us. We're going to stay there. We could do. No reason why we can't. Now, I might have mentioned it earlier, but going forward, I want to play big games in the Premier League. I want live comms to be massive. So the next game, episode 21, we're going to go away to Old Trafford, right there to play Manchester United. Then in the next one, definitely going to just go City away. Massive game. Hopefully we can get revenge for the Champions League. And then I can see this here. I don't think I've ever done a double live com Premier League episode. But Arsenal, Jose Mourinho, Everton, Carlo Ancelotti, both big teams in this division. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do going forward. Well, there we go, that is the end of episode 20. As always, thanks for watching, I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, it really does help me, and I need all the help I can get because I'm on the road to 5k subscribers. If you are new, feel free to subscribe and also click that bell and you'll never ever miss an episode, and hopefully you enjoyed that episode. I did. It's good to be back. Again, I just want to thank you for your likes, your comments, for the comments on the last video, being so nice to me, and not unsubbing because I didn't lose any subs, which I thought would happen. I just thought it would. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys because you're the people that make this possible, and this is my hobby. It's my favourite thing. I'm going to keep on rocking. Hopefully I'll get all my little settings right and the quality will just keep on getting better as I get my head around it again. But yeah, thank you for watching. I love you long time. I'll see you next time.